consultant service to help a hotel that's in trouble and want to figure out a more efficient business model. Or it can be an owner that wants to start from zero and go to build and then open and then manage. So really about utilizing the OTC, but also paired with my 35 years of experience in order to make an efficient business model for them. So currently now, the timeshare, okay, let me go back. So we have hotels, we could have restaurants, and we could have timeshare. But currently, the economic environment, I think timeshare even is going to be difficult.
Can we differentiate between hotel, restaurant, resort, and timeshare?
Okay, so everything falls under hospitality. Yeah? Hotel will be in what we go after now would be below 150 rooms. I don't want to go bigger than 150 rooms because I want to deliver a very unique and tailor-made business model, and I think we can master it first at a smaller scale than a big scale. Once we have the model for the smaller scale, it's easy to scale it up to bigger and better things. But currently, I don't know if you guys are following the news, but the big property developers in Vietnam are currently having a very difficult time. Nova Land is about to fall apart. BIM Group is about to fall apart. MIK is about to fall apart. Why are you recording?
It's going on. It's in here.
Last week, Nova Group fired 70% of all Nova hospitality employees and about 35% of Nova service. And now it's going into Nova retail. So some of these bigger groups now are having problems with the land that they have acquired over the last 10 or 15 years because of the method that land was acquired. So I think now it's safer for us to concentrate on the smaller to mid-scale owners, like the two that I am targeting now. So we're targeting the Doe in An Bang Beach, which will be a boutique 45-room hotel right on An Bang Beach. And then the next is Munay, which is a little bit bigger. It's 5.5 hectares of land right on the beach in Monet, right next to Nova Land Marina. So it's a very, very attractive location. But on the land, even though it's 5.5 hectares, we can only develop 15%. So 15% of 5.5 hectares equals almost 1 hectare, 9,000 square meters. So,
and that is the Doe?
No, that's
Monet.
the Monet.
Okay.
So
listen,
what the owner wants to do here is she wants to develop on the beach, she wants a public facility. So yoga, gym, restaurants, and the pool and water. And then up on the mountainside, she wants to develop villas that she sells and they rent back and we operate them. So the last conversation I had with her was yesterday, and today hopefully she will put in a deposit. But what she wants me to do first is develop the master plan together with her architect. So of course the architect is very easy, he makes it very beautiful, right? But he doesn't think about all the items that should go into thinking in the beginning so it doesn't cost money later. So we look at the product, how the product flows in the resort, how the guest journey goes through the resort, how the team member journey goes through the resort, so they don't intersect and create problems. Like for an example, if we do a villa resort, in each villa, I want a room that's accessible from the outside and the inside, It doesn't have to be big, but air conditioned, so we can store linen, we can store the amenities and all the things that is required to clean that villa. So now our staff can fill that whenever the time is right. We don't have to have the big carts and push and require a lot of payroll. And then when the housekeeper comes into the villa, they access it from the inside. And no problem. They put the trash there and we pick the trash up when it's convenient for us and when it's less traffic. But all these things the architects don't think about. The architect only hear from the owner, I want this style, I want it to look like this, and they make these beautiful illustrations and beautiful drawings, and the owner goes, okay. But then they build, and then they realize, oh, we should have had this, we should have had that, we should have. But then it's too late because it costs too much money to fix. And the other thing is when we are part of the process that early, we can really develop an efficient business model. Which the other thing that I'm working on now for Balance Hospitality is we're going to create not a front desk team, not a food and beverage team, not security team. We're going to create one glamping team because it's a smaller operation. It's only 50 rooms. So we're going to cross train everybody. We're not going to call them a front desk agent. We're not going to call them a food and beverage attendant. We're going to hire people with the right attitude, and then we're going to train them so that they can rotate. And now, why is that important? Well,
OPC.
Yeah, but why is it important? Two reasons. It makes me able to give the owner a very efficient model with less staff. But what does it do to the staff?
Less staff, but good staff.
Hold on. What does it do to the staff? If the staff now comes to join us, we will train them in all facets of the hospitality, not just front desk. So their value on the market when they want to do something else is much higher. And we give them a benefit of getting to know more areas than one. And when they do that, they might find that I like F&B better than I like front office, or I do enjoy housekeeping. There's different things that can come out of this. But the major part is that we need to create an environment where the team feels that they are not just a housekeeper, not just a server. They're actually part of the whole operation. And some of the things we're looking at in that, and this is something I want to incorporate in WEATWORK as well, is that how do we make it so that they feel like an owner? Because the mindset of the person that working and they feel part of it is very different than somebody that just come and collect the paycheck. But it will take a lot when we create the business model and the HR policies on how we set that part up. But it's definitely one big part of my business model. Because when you do it in smaller scale, like the dough in Anban, if we get one or two people into that operation that gets part of the revenue or gets part of the profit, they want to work harder because they want to make more money, but they're also loyal. They don't just jump to the next one because a new one opens.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have it in real.
Huh?